Hi girls, welcome back to my channel. It's Jenny with Planner Perfect. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you what we're going to be working on in our month of October's journal. I have something in mind for you don't want to miss. Stay tuned.
Taking one more breath beside you, so I could find strength to divide us.
Okay, welcome back. Listen, guys, this time in our journals, I've decided what would be really fun, and I've done this before, but I'm going to bring it back, is that at least up until Christmas, is that we're going to kind of be going through and holding each other accountable in our journals that do come in the sub box. And you can check that out up here. I can leave you a link if you're interested in how you can get started and get everything you need to be able to plan your life and in a way that really sets you up to succeed, as well as a beautiful journal that does come with it, with the box that includes all of it, where you can really pour out your heart in terms of your desires to God, your gratitude, and all of that. But here's the deal. Each journal will be titled with the month's focus in my community. And so this one is Fall in Love with Your Life. If you have not seen this yet, you know, I've got a better, like my sub box reveal up here that you can check out. But this was, I painted for October's box. It's really was a favorite of everyone, and it was definitely a favorite of mine. It really turned out really, really beautiful. But one thing that I really wanted to do is to really use this as the phrase or the title or the quote that we can kind of focus on and be guided through for our journal. And also too, if you don't know, in my Planner Perfect fans group in Facebook, you'll find the link in the description box below, is where I do have an amazing community of women that is always growing. And I have a gal in there. Her name is Lucy, and she does journaling, working through the month's journal once a month live in the group, and which is a lot of fun. And so it's going to be kind of a coincide. I'm also going to be joining her. We're going to be doing, both of us together, doing a live working in our journals. And that's going to be this coming Thursday. More info on that down below and how you can just join the group and join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. I used to do the journaling in there all the time, and so it'll be fun to get back in there and join Lucy so we can kind of be doing it together. So what I really want to do is focus on how you're in love with your life. And believe it or not, sometimes it's hard to do. And I want this to be the focus of different things that we're doing and you're doing, to things that you can fall in love with your life with. The method is really structured around falling in love with your life. It's creating a beautiful life. It's changing your thought patterns. It's believing and having faith in the unseen. It's believing in what your desires are and how you've entrusted them into God, knowing that they're going to come about. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Now, if there is going to be the same structure and layout of how you would work in this journal. And for more information on how to work in this journal so that it's the scripting method, where you're going to be really scripting the desires of your heart. You're going to be detailed about it, and then you're going to let it go. And you rewrite it basically every single morning. And you can even hone in on a couple things that you really want to see answers to. If you want to shorten that up and just leave some of those there and then focus on a couple, but you rewrite those, and then on the next page showing and then writing and scripting how grateful you've given them to God, and you know that they are yours. Those answered prayers are yours. You're claiming, you're not begging. You are saying, God, thank you that this is mine. It is in the scriptures that your will be done, that and that the health, the abundance, and the things I need are cared for by you, and you will hand them over to God during your day, making sure then, as you, after this in your morning devotions and journal time, that then throughout your day you are not being double-minded, but you are being careful not to be double-minded, because you're going to be really taking care of your thoughts. You're going to be watching them and guarding them, because anything that does not match to the thoughts desired. So if you start getting negative thoughts or doubts, then it is up to you. You need to be very vigilant, and you need to eradicate those negative thoughts. You need to get rid of them, and you stay focused on the promise. So it's getting rid of the negative and staying on the promise, because you don't want to start dwelling on the opposite of what you've given God for, because you will not be you're not going to be staying on course. And so keep that in mind. And that is what we do within the community together in the Planet Perfect community, is that we are really learning how to pray, how to give these things to God, how to retrain the mind to be defaulted to God's promise instead of the world, how we've been programmed by the world of sickness, disease, and poverty is something normal, natural, and a luck of the draw. Instead, it's taking our dominion and our power back and using God's power, who works through us, to claim what is ours and be a true vessel to be able to demonstrate God's glory in this world. And that goes for all of your relationships to be beautiful, for you to be cared for financially, to be able to serve the world with your talents, and as God shows you what those are, to have wisdom for your children, and what is next for you in your life and for your children, and how you can pray for them and yourself, and to be able to claim that. So that's what these journals are all about. It's a place to be able to dream, give thanks. And for this month, it's going to be falling in love with your life. So we're going to really pay close attention to things that are lovely and wonderful, and things that you're doing for your life, and things that you're seeing God work in. And you're going to take some of these pictures that you can print off in your Canon IV or your Zip. I think it's called a Zip printer. I used to have one of those too. And you can print those out, and you can nestle them into your pages of how you are really falling in love with your life. What are the ways that you are going to take care of yourself, and different things that you can do to have a beautiful life and fall in love with it. Let God be in the stillness for 15 minutes every morning, and just be still, and let thoughts be there, but just be still and let God speak to you and through you. Ask questions. What is next? What can you do this October? Get in that quiet stillness so that God can reveal to you what is next, and you can be writing these down on how He wants to use you. And those are the things you're going to be getting ideas about, and those ideas then are being pulled and then scripted, and you get these ideas. And all of these gems, this gold, is not only just your desires, but it's also answered prayer. You're going to see things unfold that you're going to be writing about, like this is complete answered prayer. And what's great, this is documented life. This is life documented. So you can go back and see where God's answered your prayer. And it's seeing, wow, here I see that things have been moving and changing, and I can see where God is where I'm going, and this is an answered prayer here, and I'm just absolutely falling in love with my life. And these kind of goals then start to sprinkle in as you get more of your inspired action through God to be able to write these then into your daily planner. You know, you're going to be like, well, okay, I feel that pull right now, I feel like acting on this. I feel like it's time for me to start that book. It's time for me to begin this project. It's time for me to open up and start that blog. It's time for me to open up the Etsy shop. It's just one of those things that you're going to get inspired about because God's giving you that nudge, and you're going to be able to pull from these and start to implement these into your daily planning. So that's falling in love with your life. Is falling in love with possibility. Anything and everything that you could ever dream of or want is already in the realm of possibility. Anything that you want, anything that you're desiring is already yours. It's a finished work, and God is awaiting for you to become aware of the fact that it is yours, and for you to claim it. So this is going to be the perfect journal to be inspired, to be in, to work in, to nestle pictures in, to fall in love with your life. Have a beautiful time doing this. I want you to tag me on IG And let me know down below that you are also going to participate, hopefully on Instagram. That would be awesome if you could tag me at Planner Perfect and show how you are working in your journal, and how you are. This was what I even did for my my front page, where I said, I'm so glad I live in a world where there are Octobers, that famous one that from Anne of Green Gables. But I put that in and I painted myself a pumpkin there. And then as I open up these little crinkly pages is where I'm going to begin. Please join us over on the fans group. That'll be fun, as weekly we will be working in that. And also you will see me just one time there in October, where I will be with Lucy, where we will be diving into these planners, these journals together. So girls, I hope that's inspired you to really take this journaling and this scripting out your desires, and also use as a gratitude journal, and ways that you can elevate your life and create a beautiful life for yourself. I hope that's inspired you for this October. Mwah! I love you, and until next time.
Taking one